Hi Thomas, could
Hi.
you just give us a quick injury update on how you fixed for the weekend, and then also just on Cesar Azpilicueta, obviously your club captain,
Yeah.
and he's been so influential for you. It seems either if he does or doesn't play, and I just wondered if you could just sort of explain that influence and how much of a help I suppose that's been to you in the success you've had so far, and hopefully more to come.
Yeah, he's a huge factor, a key factor, and a key player for me in this club. He is what he for me expresses everything what I think is typical for Chelsea. He's a fighter. He's a team player. He does not accept limits. He's always available. He is top professional, and at the same time very nice guy, and a very deep in him, absolute team player, and a guy who loves sport and who does everything to play on this level. He's very self-aware, very self-reflected, and it's a pure pleasure to have him in the group. It was like this from the first moment. We had a strong connection from the first moment. I met a very honest, a very open young man, and who's so super reliable on the pitch, and who leaves his heart out there every time he steps on the pitch for us as a captain. Is a true leader on his personal way. It suits to his characteristic, and we are very happy. He plays all the time because he deserves to play all the time, and he's a key factor with his mentality, his mindset, and his ambition. For the injury list, does not change much in the moment. We have still one training now to go, but Kova is out, unfortunately. Still, we hope to bring him back maybe for Wembley, but not for tomorrow, for Arsenal, and then hopefully for Wembley. It will be tight. It will be tight even for Arsenal, but for tomorrow he's sure out. Everybody else, I think, is available.
Okay, that's the end of the...
Psychologically, in terms of setting down a marker, this game tomorrow against Manchester City, is it more important than just 3 points with the Champions League final obviously on the horizon?
Not so sure. I'm not so sure. I mean, the possibility that they can become champions if they win against us will not lower their ambitions and determination. So they have one more day to recover. They don't have to travel. Gives them a bit the upper hand, because we saw how crucial that can be these days when they arrived in Wembley in the semi-final, and we had one more day. We had 2 home games in London, at least in London 2 games, and they had to travel from Dortmund, I think, and then again to London for this game. Had also like 1 day less than us, and I had the feeling that I could feel it on the sideline, that it gives us a bit the upper hand. So we have to deal with it, and I think that the final in Istanbul will be pretty unique, no matter what the score is tomorrow, no matter if we win or if they win or if we play a draw. I think that both teams will reflect enough that this one game in football and this special game in Istanbul can turn any result around. That is the outcome tomorrow. So I try to prepare it in a normal way. It's the challenge right now is to get to get our tiredness out of the legs and out of our brain, to get a refocus. And this is the target right now, to be in good shape tomorrow, and then we see.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Alison McGowan, BBC.
Hi Tommy.
Hi.
I just wanted to ask you how important it is for you from a personal point of view to make it to the Champions League final after what happened last season.
Like in terms of a revenge or like satisfying that I'm again there, no, I don't have these feelings in me. It's of course very satisfying on a personal level, but not because what happened in December. it's just because of the fact that I'm absolutely grateful to have the possibility to arrive again in a final, which is in Champions League, which is absolutely huge. I told you many times that I'm grateful that I have the chance to work in football in general and to work on this kind of level. I'm super grateful for all people around me who pushed me, who gave me confidence, who gave me trust. And to have a challenge now here in Chelsea feels so good from the first moment. And to arrive with this club and this team in Istanbul is a huge reward for me personally. But not in terms, like I said, that I have feelings like a revenge or like that it's extra satisfying that Paris is not there and I am there. I don't think in these terms. It's always a team effort. We tried hard with any team to have the biggest success, and it feels like Mason. About Mason, I've spoken now many times. It's outstanding. And he has the full package in terms of mentality, of being humble, of work ethic, and of course of talent. So the national team can be very, very happy to arrive with these kind of players because they are absolutely reliable on highest level, and most important, they are hungry, and they are humble, and they behave exactly how you want to behave. Players in this age, they want to learn, they want to be better, and it seems like they don't feel the pressure, which is pretty amazing, and so can be happy. But before they arrive in Europe, in the European Championship, they both want to have the success for their teams, which means that they will play against each other in the final.
Just last of all, when you go up against Pep Guardiola, what sort of emotions does it stir in you?
First of all, if you play against Pep, you know that the most difficult games has arrived, because he is coach of the best teams in Europe now, and he leaves his footprints, and his style of play is full of courage and full of quality and full of flexibility, and his teams are always super hungry to win. He transforms any team into a winning machine. So it was like this with Barcelona, it was like this with Munich, and it's the same with Man City. They are the benchmark in the league, obviously. It's a big gap, but like we did in the semi-final, it's on us to close the gap for 90 minutes, and then we will do the same thing in the final, and we will arrive, especially in the final, full of confidence, because we have the feeling we deserve to be there, and we worked hard for that to be there. So. But once you arrive, like I said, against Pep, you know the level is high, and you need to be on your very best coaching level to push your team to full confidence, and to hopefully play on the best level, because, like I said, they are used to win. They are very, very regular team on a highest level, and it's another big challenge tomorrow.
Can I first ask you what success is this season? Is it winning all three things you go for, which are
all three, yeah.
Cup, Champions League, and top four?
Well, we will try exactly this, because I cannot judge now and judge any result higher or any outcome higher than the other one, because it does not work like this. For me, it never worked like this, not on youth level and not in professional level of football, that you judge your goals and make one goal more important than the other. It does not work like it. Reality is.
So you're playing City tomorrow, and you still got them in the Champions League final. I mean, are you going to play exactly the same way you did at Wembley in the FA Cup semi-final, or are you going to keep your powder dry ahead of the Champions League final? What sort of tactics are you employing tomorrow?
Yeah, good question. Not decided yet. Like I said, we have 1 day less to recover, and we have an away game, so we have traveling today 1 day less, which is quite a key factor in these times of the season. So I can imagine that we maybe need some fresh legs and fresh minds tomorrow, some hungry guys who want to show and deserve to get a chance in a big fixture. Tomorrow, yeah, if there will be any tactical new stuff tactically, I don't know. I don't know yet. I haven't decided yet. I need to speak to everybody now and look at the data and look at who's available and who is a bit in an overload, and then we have a high possibility that we see some changes.